Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about fragrances with the note of apple in them. We're going to talk about apples that you can wear now, of course, but we also have some on here that will take you into the spring and well into the summer. So if you guys are interested in apple perfumes, then keep on watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Oshumare. On this channel, I talk about all things smell good. So if you're into smelling good, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, hey, it is so good to see you. Okay, so usually I don't start craving fruitier fragrances this early into the winter. Well, I mean, I guess we're a month in, but we still have a lot of cold weather to go. But y'all, I just need a little pick me up. There's a lot happening in the world right now, and I just want to put something on that's going to kind of brighten my day. And hopefully you guys find some fragrances here that will brighten your day too. And the first one that we're going to talk about is one that I usually reserve for the summertime, but we're just going to go ahead and pull her out. And I just want to enjoy any fragrances, no matter what season it is. And you guys should do the same thing. This is one from Bond Number 9, and this is called Gold Coast. Love this bottle. And you can see the juice. Really haven't used all that much, but I'm trying to get this one down to here, at least by the summertime. So this one to me is like a mix of that lychee with some floral notes and some sweeter notes. Opens up very rosy, lychee forward, and then all of a sudden you get these delicious fruity notes like watermelon and that red apple. If you've never tried anything from Bond Number 9 and you like a good fruity, sweet fragrance, I think this one would be a really good start to add to your collection. And let me just go ahead and give it a little spray. Yeah, y'all, that's so pretty. Very tropical. And this lasts a really good long time on my skin. But you know, I'm always oiled up, lotioned up, and all those things. And, you know, of course, I'm taking my showers, you know, make sure you're clean. Some of the notes in here are red apple, lychee, apricot, watermelon, vanilla. You have rose, you have a little bit of musk in that dry down. And honestly, I really don't get all that much vanilla. This is mainly about the lychee, the watermelon, and the red apple mixed in with a little bit of rose. Oh gosh, and it is so pretty, juicy. Anytime you mix lychee with apple, I really do love that combination. Just like I love me a good rose and lychee, but apple and lychee is a close second on my favorites list. I've noticed I have a whole lot of fragrances that have all of those notes combined. And out of my whole collection, those are the ones I usually pull for the most. So yeah, if you've never tried this, I would get a sample of it. It smells beautiful. Once again, this is Gold Coast from Bond Number 9. Next, we have Brown Girl Jane's Carousel, and this is the travel size that I have. I don't have any full-size bottles in this line, but this, I think I'm gonna have to add to my collection. It is so different, and it opens up kind of like a candied caramel apple. The opening might scare you a little bit. So give it a minute after you spray this on your skin, because you may be like, whoa, what's happening in the beginning? But once it completely dries down, it just gets sweeter and sweeter, but it still smells like a fragrance. It doesn't smell like you're walking around smelling like syrup or just anything too teeny boppy. And that's what I love about it. I had my nephew smell this one on me. He is 18. Oh my gosh, he just turned 18 this month. And I let him smell it on me right after I sprayed it. I literally had him sitting in the car. I sprayed it and I said, what do you think about this? And at first he was like, whoa, that's really strong. And whenever he starts like that, I always know that's his nice way of telling me, auntie, you smelling real dated over there, you know? And when he came out, I had him smell it again. And he said, is that the same fragrance? That smells really good now. Some of the notes in this one is spun sugar, apple, cherry and leather, black currant, orange blossom, and rose. And when I first got it, I loved the opening, but then he made me feel a little bit unsure about it. But y'all, I really do love this fragrance through and through. I think it's so sexy. Like, you know, you got to be grown to get these types of fragrances. So I understand that an 18-year-old really wouldn't be able to relate to that. I think it's a really good apple done right, but you do have to like stronger scents in the opening. And you also have to like a floral dry down, because you do get that orange blossom and you do get that rose in the base. So if you struggle with your florals, definitely get your nose on this one. But these are really good price points. So I would say at least get a travel size if you are an apple lover. So once again, this is Carousel from Rosie Jane. Next, we have Pear Potion from Paris Corner. And y'all, this one just smells like a straight up apple Jolly Rancher to me. So probably won't be pulling for this one until it's really hot outside. I also wrote down that it has jasmine and musk in it, which I don't pick up either one of those at all. I mainly am just getting this like fruity explosion of Jolly Ranchers with some caramel on top. Y'all, this is such a fun one. And I don't know why I just sprayed this on a different tester strip. Oh, but that is so juicy and sweet. It smells like candy, y'all. And I feel like the mango one that came out at the same time as this, that one got a little bit more attention. This one I don't feel like got as much love as it deserved. If you like fragrances like Yara Candy, this one falls right along the same lines. It's just more so about the fruity notes and that caramel. So just think about apples and pears and you just sprinkle a whole bunch of caramel on top and then you bake them in the oven. And then you take it out and you put some sugar, like a whole lot of sugar on it. That is what this one is giving to me. It's gonna be so fun to pull out in the spring and the summer. Might even mix this one with another one that's a little bit deeper on this tray that I have in front of me. I enjoyed this so much when I got it last spring or last summer. Whenever it came out, that's when I got it. When I wanted to smell sweet, not too serious, just put a smile on my face. These are the types of fragrances that I like to put on. Stuff like this just reminds me to stop, have fun, smile, laugh. Don't take life too serious. Even though there's a lot of serious things happening, you know, just enjoy the people around you, your surroundings, your health, you know. Once again, this is Pear Potion from Paris Corner. And there was no way that I could do an Apple video and not have this one in there because honestly, this is probably one of my favorite go-to Apple fragrances. This is one from Kayali and this is Eden Juicy Apple, y'all. And it's, I mean, everything that the name says, it really is all of that. Flirty, fun. I think there's a little rose in here, but I really don't detect that. But I'm sure that gives it a nice balance. And let's give this one a nice spritz. Oh, and you don't get a heavy dose of lychee, at least I don't. I mainly just get a whole bunch of apple with all those berries, a whole bunch of sugar. And I enjoy using this one as a topper, but I also wear it by itself too. Mostly I wear it by itself. But let's say you have a saffron heavy fragrance. Like for me, one that's very heavy on the saffron is Honey Sweet. I would put something like this on top of it so that I can make that fragrance work for me. I need a little sweetness. I need a little juiciness. I need some berries mixed in all of that saffron. And this is perfect for that, you guys. But as soon as I run out of this, I have to go get me a backup. I've already planned to get a new one for the spring savings event at Sephora or whenever there's some sale going on the main website, Huda Beauty. But you guys, if you can't afford this one, I would highly suggest that you check out Lattafa's Badee Oud Sublime because this is an inspired version of this, but it just has a little bit more muskiness in it to my nose. Let me just spray it just to see if that's exactly what I'm getting because I don't really wear this one as much as Eden Juicy Apple, but I know Eden. So let me see this one more time. Yep. So it opens up muskier, but then it dries down and that musk goes away and you just are left with this scent DNA. Oh yeah, it's already going away, that muskiness. These are both so good. This one I wear all year round. I start to look for my apples in the summertime and in the fall and the winter, I guess all year round. It is so good, you guys, and it's a really big compliment getter. It's not like it's all that complex, but it just smells really, really nice. I get about 5 hours on this one, and then I have to top up. But for me, 5 hours, after 5 hours, to be honest, I'm sick of whatever I'm wearing. I like to switch things up during the day. So at that mark, that's usually when I'm tapped out too and I want to smell like something else. So this longevity works perfectly for me, and I just love Eden. So once again, this is Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple. This next one, I had to make myself stop pulling for it when I first got it last year. I fell head over heels for this. I don't know if I got it last year or the year before that, but last year around Thanksgiving, Halloween, that's when I was just wearing this one out. This is one from Swiss Arabian, and this is Casablanca, my caramel apple, like a deep, almost syrupy caramel apple that just gets better and better with time. So this is actually the one that I thought of when I smelled this Carousel fragrance. It opens a little bit different, but I mean, if you know what this smells like, you are for sure gonna get the same type of DNA in this one. It's just, it's got a little extra suede to it. This one is a little bit, well, a lot more sweeter. However, this one also has suede in here. I don't get any of that suede. And it also has some patchouli, some Peru blossom. So you do have some dirtier notes in this one as well, but y'all don't get any of that. I just get the grapes, the apples, and the caramel. Even though this is super sweet, like a very realistic caramel apple, it still smells like perfume. It doesn't smell like a literal caramel apple that you just got straight out of the store. You still get this perfumey aspect in there, and I think it's because of all those base notes. Some of the notes in here is apple, grapes, caramel, Peru blossom, amber, suede, musk, patchouli, and iris. If you've been looking for a gourmand that still smells like a fragrance, then look no further. Also, the price point for this is amazing. They really could have charged this one way higher, and I feel like we would all still get it because as soon as you spray it, you're addicted immediately. You know you always have to have it in your collection, and a little bit really does go a long way. Did I spray this on me? I don't know, but we're gonna spray it one more time. Yeah, I sprayed it on me, but I really need to take a shower after this video. Try this one out. You will not be disappointed. Once again, this is from Swiss Arabian. If you don't want anything that's overly sweet, you just want a straight up apple fragrance that smells like a literal apple that you're biting into. Ellis Brooklyn's Apple Love is so nice. Such a realistic, juicy red apple, like a crisp apple. If you want to take all the sugariness away, you don't want really that much florals, you just want something that smells like apple. I would really check this one out. You do have other fruity notes in here. I think there's some peach. So some of the notes in this one is red apple, peach, you have green mandarin, sugarcane, plum blossom, marshmallow, and vanilla. I didn't know that there was marshmallow in here, but honestly, I don't detect any of that vanilla or the marshmallow even on the dry down. It just smells like a big red apple from like Snow White or Cinderella. Which one is it? I can't remember, but you know, the big apple that's in one of them Disney movies. If you want something that just takes out all of that extra fluff, is not complicated whatsoever, I would definitely give Ellis Brooklyn's Apple Love a sniff. On the complete opposite spectrum of that last one, if you want something that is very sweet, you get the apple, but then you get a whole bunch of just sweetness, this next one would be perfect for you. This is one from Victoria's Secret, and this is Tease Sugar Fleur, you guys. And when I got this, I thought this was gonna smell more so like caramel forward, caramel, fruity, and sweet. But y'all, then when I smelled it, it smells like bubblegum and apples just intertwined with each other. And that's just about it. I get the bubblegum first, and then I get the apple, and then when it dries down, you get even more apple. But I really don't get any caramel in here. But either way, y'all, I really do like this fragrance. And I think there's a sale going on right now, and I kind of do want to get another one. But I mean, what business do I have getting another one, y'all? This is literally up to the top, so I just need to sit down. But some of the notes in this one is apple, bubblegum, caramel, jasmine, crystal amber, and sandalwood. And it's just straight up bubblegums and apple. Smells very similar to Yara's Yara Candy, the pink one that came out. I know a lot of people were saying that that one smelled like the fruit rings, and it does, but it also smelled very similar to this. So if you don't know what that one smells like and you know what this one smells like, you pretty much know what they both smell like because they smell like one another. But once again, this is Tease Sugar Fleur from Victoria's Secret. Now, one that is perfect for right now, y'all. I think this is everybody's anthem, like perfume anthem for the cold season, especially like Thanksgiving and all throughout the holidays and just all throughout the winter. If it's snowing where you are, this would be a perfect one, but you have to like you a boozy, sweet fragrance. And I'm sure you know what it is by now because what other fragrance would I be talking about other than Angel Share from Killian, you guys. This was love at first sniff. When I smelled this, I smelled that apple, which smells like apple pie, like caramel apple pie. It has that booziness in here from the cognac. Oh, the spices, like the cinnamon. I don't think there's nutmeg in here, but if there was, I would believe it. But mainly just like, you know, cinnamon. There have been so many versions of Angel Share, but honestly, I don't think anything truly smells like Angel Share other than Angel Share. I love Camera, but it's still a different take. Doesn't quite hit like this one does. Some of the notes in this one is cognac, cinnamon, vanilla, praline, candied almond. I forgot there was candied almond in here. Tonka bean, you have some oak. Holds up very nicely on your skin in the cold weather. I get a good 7+ hours of this one on my skin. On my clothes, it's even longer. And it's just a really nice, boozy, sweet apple cinnamon scent. It is a little pricey, so maybe start off with a travel or maybe just get a sample of it. But if you love all those notes, you are going to fall in love with this one too. So once again, this is Angel Share from Killian. And last but not least, we have one from Juliana's Perfumes. I love that house. And this is called Miss Independent with Rum Drizzled Apples, which is their inspired version of a hybrid of Princess and apple brandy. When I tell you, apple brandy was one of those fragrances that I've kind of had on my wish list, but the combination of this one being two of my favorite Kilian fragrances, it has made me kind of take a pause on getting this fragrance or getting that fragrance. Oh my gosh, y'all, that is. So apple brandy, the only reason why I've never pulled the trigger is because it sometimes leans a little too masculine for me and it's not quite as sweet as I like my fragrances, but the added touch of that like marshmallow tea, princess DNA. Oh, this is everything. I think I'm gonna try to post this video on Friday. If I'm not mistaken, I think that they are doing a restock this Friday. So if you're interested in this, you guys, they go so fast, but it's for a reason. These are very potent. The sillage is amazing and it really does smell like both of those fragrances. So when it opens, you get more of that apple brandy DNA. Then once it starts to dry down, that's when you get more of that princess DNA. But you really are getting both of them intertwined with one another all throughout the entirety of the fragrance. So if you like one a little bit more than the other, just know that you're getting each one equally. And I love the picture on here, just an apple dipped in some rum. I mean, that just looks so delicious to me. If you like both of those fragrances, you like a slight touch of booziness and a little masculinity, just a touch in your fragrance, then I think you would really like Miss Independent with Rum Drizzled Apples from Juliana's Perfumes. All right, you guys, and that is it. Those are all of my recommendations for some of my best favorite apple fragrances in my collection, but there are a ton more apple fragrances, especially in the Middle Eastern and the niche world. So comment down below, let me know what are some of your favorite apple fragrances. If you guys have any of these, which ones do you have? Which ones do you love? Let's talk about it. If you guys did like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Share it with a friend or two. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And as usual, take care of yourself. God bless you all. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.